Alright, so I guess we're ready. This is Halo Infinite. This game came out like 3 weeks ago. And yeah, I don't really have much to introduce for it. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. And since I'm playing on the Xbox One S, the load times are going to be pretty bad. But this game doesn't run on my PC very well. So I believe so my estimate for this is an hour 20. Between me submitting this to this marathon and now, the run has been cut down probably like 20 minutes. And so most of the out of bounds stuff you won't see because I just didn't have time to learn it. Yeah, hopefully the audio is fine because I don't have any audio on my end. But yeah, we're gonna have to do a Halo 2-esque check the lights and all that here. This is Echo 216. I have no idea about the story, so I can't really explain who this is. I think he stole this ship, actually. It's explained in the story. So we're just looking at the lights, and there will be a cutscene eventually. And then we'll eventually get to the first mission. So as you see there, Master Chief has a grappling hook now, which he just retracted back into his suit. It's actually very useful and very fun, which we'll see later. Actually, we'll see in a second. I forgot that you don't actually need to unlock the grappling hook. Now that that 2-minute tutorial is out of the way, we can actually play the game. So this is the warship, the first mission, and I didn't really prepare myself for commentary for this game since it's so new. But it plays a lot like Halo 5. If you've played that before, you can clamber onto ledges and sprint, because they'll probably never get rid of that now. Oh. You just need to kill the 3 grunts, and that grunt will, those grunts will spawn and then open the door. You can latch onto enemies. I didn't mean to latch onto that grunt, but I guess I'll show that off. Oops. So a really neat movement thing with the grappling hook is if you're sprinting, grapple, and then slide right as you land, you get a bunch of speed and distance from it, which is what I'm going to be trying to do as much as possible. There's the other jackal. That's another really neat feature in this game that was introduced, that you can grab these coils and throw them now, which you weren't able to do in like any other game. If I can push the button, that'd be nice. No, I don't want my assault rifle. The Mangler is a new weapon. I thought it sucked at first, but it's actually pretty powerful. On easy mode, at least. It can kill grunts and jackals in one hit. And now we're going to come to the first big skip of the run. Whoops. So for some reason, if you melee this door 3 times, it'll open. And then, because I believe you're supposed to go around in like, I don't remember the exact like casual route of this level, But I think you have to like kill everything and then go around and like I don't know how to explain it actually. There's a whole like horde enemy section where you have to kill like a bunch of brutes. I apologize for my lack of explanations. Yeah, I think you have to go into that room, that door we just opened. So the game thinks we beat the brutes that were originally, and push the. I think we had to like activate a reactor or something, which will blow up the ship casually. But then since we can just open the door like that, it just thinks we did that. So then we skip that whole sequence. Wait. Yeah, the debris is getting in my way. So now we just have to escape the warship and hopefully not die here. But yeah, this level there's not really much to explain because other than that one trick. I know there's a way to launch with the coil and get across this entire room, but I never learned it. Yeah, play it safe and wait for this one to fall first. And I'll just grapple like that. So now coming up is just another cutscene where Chief just has to get back onto the ship. Well, I actually had a grapple slide going, but the game decided it wanted to put that box in front of my face. Yeah, that's the first mission. I promise the run gets better later. But yeah, the first two missions aren't too exciting, if I'm gonna be honest. Now we just have to. You saw the Halo ring has been destroyed a bit. I don't know what happened to it. I just wish these cutscenes were skippable. Like ones like these ones aren't skippable because it has to flash the Halo Infinite logo, which I think this one and Halo 4 are like the only ones to do that after the first mission. We have another loading screen. We'll have more cutscenes at the end of this loading screen. Then maybe we'll actually get to play the game. Alright, so this is Foundation. This level's slightly more fun if it's done right. I didn't want to do that. I should have picked up that needler actually. So now we're going to attempt to get a coil launch in a second here. But we just have to grab it first. And hope that the enemies don't destroy it, because that's also a chance that might happen. Whoops. This jackal wasn't even like in my way, but sometimes when you're trying to set this up, it'll shoot the thingy. Why did you fall over? So we want to set it like standing up. Hopefully I can get this properly. Maybe I jump in like as we're in the air. Okay, I jumped too far. But as we're in the air, we want to grapple it, because we can grapple coils to us. And then we just go straight up in the air. Wait. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a little bit of cleanup here, but we got up there at least. So I honestly have no clue exactly how the launches work. I just assume that the coil kind of hits you and then you gain velocity from that. Just get up there. Oh man, I apologize for this poor grappling. But with the charge time of the grapple is pretty bad without an upgrade. Okay, now we skipped a certain part of the level. So even with that mess up, it's probably still faster than doing it normally. Yeah, I'm not good at that grapple because I don't think I got a checkpoint. You can grapple right to the door from the bottom, but I don't think I got a checkpoint. I didn't feel like doing that coil launch again. So we're gonna grab some sort of weapon. Last second. For some part before this cutscene, you're forced to just run. You can't jump or use your grapple or anything. So I try to, as close to that as possible, I try to grapple slide, but I missed it by like half a second. So now we're on another auto-scroller. I guess we're gonna learn about the weapon, and I think it's like she's supposed to be like a clone of Cortana or something like that. But if you're interested in the story, then maybe you could pay attention. But I don't know. I don't really mind stories too much in games. Oh, we're finally at the top. So instead of going around, I'm going to try and grapple and get straight up here, which, okay, it worked. I'm gonna wait for a checkpoint, and then I can, oh, that didn't, I grappled a little bit too late, but that's why I waited for the checkpoint. So there's a power seed you're supposed to grab, and then, like, power the bridge with it. Oh boy. Okay, I didn't know there was an actual ledge there, so I got saved by that, because I didn't know that existed. But yeah, you'll see me using a power seed later, but for that one you can just skip it. I unfortunately died though. This one's kind of difficult. You kind of have to grapple like above on the white part, and it'll just fling you kind of. Because if you grapple too low, you won't get enough height to get on the platform. Then where you're looking also helps. Boy, okay, I got it. It might be like a pseudo thing, but I think that if you look up, you get more height. Didn't kill him. And this is where the power seed we'll see is. So I originally thought you had to kill that guy, but don't. You just have to get behind him, grab the power seed, and go. It'll activate this grav lift. There is a way you can grapple up here and skip grabbing the power seed in general, but I believe it only saves like 5 seconds. So I can put off learning it as much as possible. Just went too far. Not what I want to grab. So we're gonna investigate this thing, which is just a shield, I guess. Which we already have shields in our. I don't know if it's like. It might be a drop shield actually. Now that I think about it, I never actually used it. When I played it, I thought it was like a shield upgrade to your actual armor shields, but it might be a drop shield. But I guess that's what I get for not doing research before a marathon run. Now we can get to the part where everybody can witness how bad at combat I am in Halo games. Because we are forced to fight in this section. But first we need the another power seed. So I threw the power seed because we actually can't sprint or do anything except grapple with it. So throw it over here. Hopefully not die. Got overcharged. So there's going to be an elevator that'll activate once we kill everything. And unfortunately, even in the current state of the speedrun, there's no way around this, I'm pretty sure. Ow. Gotta stop hitting me. do that, I want to switch my grenades. All right. Oh boy. I didn't expect him. I dodged everything. Okay, so that was Tremonius. I think he was some kind of boss. But then we just beat the mission that way. Yeah, this game has been speedrun pretty much since it came out. If you were in the Halo Runs Discord, like there was probably about in the first week of the game being released, there's probably about 10 to 15 people in VC trying to get tricks and taking the speedrun down as far as possible. I think it was already sub-hour even before it was a week old. But I guess I'll shout out Halo Runs then. That's the community for like every main series Halo game. So if you're a Halo Wars fan, they will not cater to you. There's probably a couple people that will, but the majority will not. Oh, that was a terrible throw. Okay, well that sort of still worked out in my favor. I hope I've grabbed that Spartan core. To start. So now the game is open world. That's all I really have to say about that. Speedrun wise, it's good, I guess, for the tricks, but it didn't really work, in my opinion, story wise. So those green things I'm picking up are Spartan cores, and they okay, I guess I'll go through the door. They let you upgrade anything that you grab for your suit. I want that BR actually. I'm gonna upgrade my grapples so you mostly want that 40% cooldown increase. Or decrease, I guess. This is where all the fun begins. So this is I don't know why it's in the game, but it is a tank gun. And so your character is invisible. I can't sprint or anything. Well, I can grapple with it, but I can't sprint with it. What am I doing? And then your animation, pretty much your player model is like idle, I guess. Did I not kill the jackal? But for some reason this exists, and it is the most powerful thing ever. Oh, there's one thing still alive. Well, apparently all these guys are still alive. Usually the blue elite is one of the first ones to die. I guess not this time. Yeah, that tank gun is very powerful. I don't know if it was supposed to be in the game or not. But you'll see it makes boss fights and everything very easy. And we're just getting an explanation on the whatever this is. So that's our next objective, the tower, and she's just going to explain the different fobs, I guess. I'm just going to wait a second on this cutscene because I've crashed on that cutscene before just trying to skip it. But you just have to make sure, because you can grapple weapons as well and pick them up, so if you have the tank gun out, do not grapple a weapon, because once you drop it, it's gone. Because you can only grab it during the while that mission objective is going. So now that we finished the mission, if we somehow lose the tank gun, we can't get it back. That was actually a good clear for once. So now we have to secure this fob, and then fobs are pretty much just like fast travel points, because you can't fast travel like anywhere in this game, I'm pretty sure, except for fobs. But luckily this fob is connected to a bigger place and a bigger glitch that will let us skip most of the game. So it just works out that once we complete tower, we go somewhere, come back, fast travel the fob, golf, and then we can pretty much go to the rest of the game, or the second last level. But once the weapon's done explaining, we can actually do that. I didn't know they had Spartan cores on the maps, actually. I just noticed that. So I'm going to make a waypoint for the tower, just so I don't get lost. No, we're just on our way to the tower. And you can witness how terrible the vehicles are in this game. Or I'll just drive well for once. And okay, that one was my fault. Yeah, the physics for vehicles in this game, I don't know what they did, but they made it horrible. But luckily that was an okay drive, so... Right, so we just need to go up to this grav lift here and activate the Chaklock talking to us. Boy, that thing's about to explode. Yeah, you saw how far the Jackal and the Grunt were apart. I killed them both just with a tank shot to the ground. Now we're just waiting for the these doors to open so we can activate the some kind of shield, and then we'll go activate the grav lift again. Not a shield, but I don't know what I'm activating here. almost fell. So the biggest downfall with the tank gun is there's about a 2 or 3 second cooldown every time you use it. So if you miss a shot, then you're stuck waiting. Kill that Jack. So unfortunately, we can get up here early, but we still have to wait for the dialogue to end to actually activate the Spartan armor. And we can't skip these Spartan armor things, so we just have to sit through them. Also, I keep saying Spartan armor when it's just core upgrades or whatever. Sliding too late. So now we have to go up to the top and find Shacklock and we'll get to fight him. Oops. Oh, you don't miss. Missed again. Okay, now he's dead. So ideally I wanted to shoot the whatever it's called. I just need to wait a second so I could So I'm just restarting the mission so it'll just get me out quicker. And I just needed to wait a second because it's happened to me before where if you restart mission too quickly, the game won't actually complete the objective and you'll have to do everything all over again. I think it'll send you back to the Pelican right before Fob Golf. Alright. So sometimes a ghost will spawn, or some kind of vehicle, but I might have missed it while I was explaining things, but we can have fun walking. We'll probably find a ghost on the way. I just need to put a waypoint up, because I haven't memorized this map yet. But I think most vehicle spawns, like 90% of vehicle spawns on this map, are 100% random. So you can just lose time because you won't get a vehicle spawn. In this case. I guess that's why I made the estimate hour 20, because of stuff like this that can randomly lose time. should take the bait. See if I can get a vehicle spawn. There's a chopper, which isn't really... might be faster than walking. Guess we grapple up the mountain. I guess they're not the Covenant. They're the Banished. Alright, we finally found a ghost. Alright, so we're gonna skip this cutscene here and then end game, and then we're gonna reload the game. So this might be a minute. But instead of the us going in the cave, the Banished decided to put lasers in front of it, but we can use that to our advantage. Once the game loads. Alright, we're back in the game, so we're gonna grapple up here and then go into our tac map. As you can see, we're taking damage, but since we're on the tac map, it's not. So we're like, we landed on the lasers while we were on the tac map, so you saw on the side of the screen we were taking damage, but it didn't kill us, technically, because we were on the tac map. But now we just fast travel to Fob Golf, and now once we respawn, and from now until we enter the next mission, we have invincibility. So nothing except endless voids will kill us now. But I don't know if the endless void will take away our invincibility. Probably not, because we're just going to the next checkpoint. We actually got a ghost this time, so... I don't know what the actual chances are, but... for my luck, at least, I don't get a ghost there too often. And then when I do, I flip it. Oh. Alright. I apologize for this driving. I'm not a very good driver in Halo either, so... So now we're going to climb this mountain. We're going to climb about half of it until we get to a certain point. If I don't fall, it'd be nice. So I don't remember. I think this is the gap that allows us to skip. So since I don't know if there's like a death barrier usually. Oh, I might have just gone too far. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna have to try that again. Luckily, we don't crash the game or anything if we fall. We just have to fall a little bit longer past the death barrier. Because there's a certain point where the game will just, I guess, just give up and decide to respawn you. But I guess I can explain that when you're... Oh boy, that is not good actually. I think I got a checkpoint. I don't know what to do now. I did not plan for this. I think I got a checkpoint as I was trying to do this jump. I could try to fast travel back to Fob Golf, but I don't know if that would ruin my invincibility or not. Don't worry. I have no clue where I am now. Okay, I got a checkpoint there. Okay. This has never happened to me before, so I'm a little confused on what had happened. I got a checkpoint there. Okay, so now, after that shenanigans, we just skipped about 8 missions. I apologize for that deeply, because that has never actually happened before, and I've never seen it happen. It's a good thing the game let me just turn around and do whatever. Help. Okay, that ghost is broken. That ghost is also broken. I don't know why the developers decided to do that, but sometimes the I don't know if it's any vehicle, but I know ghosts definitely can spawn just broken, and they won't let you drive it, despite them looking perfectly fine. Oh, I didn't even get off the ground, and he shot me with the I think it's called the neutralizer or something. It's pretty much like an EMP from a charged plasma pistol. Then any vehicle you're in will just die, pretty much, for a couple seconds. So now we have to fly over to the House of Reckoning, which is the second last mission in the game. Is that Alf? That might be a... That is not who I thought it was. I thought that was a Darby, but because he speedran Alf for a while. But it is not. I'm sorry, this section isn't much more exciting than anything. But we're literally just flying to the end of the game, pretty much. I'm also sorry for apologizing so much. You're just in time for the final two missions.
よし。今私たちがやるべきことは待つことよ。バニッシュとの無線で何か拾えないか確認する。まずいわ。
どうして？
彼の居場所。この場所は知ってる。チャクロックが捕虜を送っていた先。生産の館よ。おそらくあれね。生産の館。やっぱり奴らにお似合いの嫌な名前。どうやって入る？
戦う。
Alright, we're here. If we can leave the Banshee. Alright, just 4 minutes behind my PV. But that's 110 pace, so we're still ahead of estimate. So this level has had a ton of development recently. You can go out of bounds and pretty much skip the entire level without having to fight anything. But I didn't have time to learn that. It looks easy, but I just didn't have time. So we're going to play it normal. So I'm going to park my Warthog in front of this door, and hopefully we'll get a enemy despawn. Now we just wait for everything else to start spawning. So this section, if you don't feel like going out of bounds, is just remembering where everything spawns, and then just shoot them with your tank gun. Which I don't know where things spawn. Huh. I noticed that. Marine's armor on a stick there. I wonder what they could be playing with that. I apologize for that sudden flash. I forgot there was a thingy there. One thing I found weird about the tank gun, if you look down and shoot it. I won't do it just in case as demonstration, but I'm pretty sure like you don't take as much damage. As you would like if it was a grenade or something you threw at yourself. Apparently got that. I think these waves of brutes are it before for this section. Okay.
あれがそうよ。足を止めないで。
So then Eshrum's gonna talk a bit after each section. I hate it when that happens. Sometimes if you do this to skip the, I don't know if there's an elevator or something, I've never done this normally. I should. Then it'll teleport you kind of like in the right in front of the door. I don't know why it wasn't clambering there, but whatever. So now we have much of the same. Another training thing. But this time it's advanced training. So there will be eventually hunters. But that won't be for a bit. Still alive. I don't have much commentary for this section. Unfortunately, it's just kill everything. Then eventually, if you kill enough brutes, I think the door over there will open and then hunters will spawn. Those sprinting brutes are actually pretty scary. Like they could just spawn right behind you and they can scare the hell out of you. I think in this game, I don't know if it's in any other game, but the hunters have a property where their like kneecaps or something can also be shot, where normally it's just their backs that are weak. Brute is still alive, and I missed him again. bunch of... He's over here. He's still kill. And they're all grouped together for some reason. Yeah, that's the advanced training.
やったわ。さすがね。
Now we get to fight. I don't remember his name, but it's a boss. Maybe I wasn't holding the climber button. That was my problem. Can make discoveries while doing a marathon, apparently. So we're gonna investigate this thing. Fell. Yeah, he takes 2 or 3 shots from the tank gun. So I don't know the... He had a red energy sword, which you can pick up. I don't know if it does more damage or not. Doing? I guess I forgot where I was.
あ、いた。あそこから出してあげないと。
So in terms of the speed run, for all we know, Echo 216 just randomly got himself captured. So this is where he is now.
エスカラムのシールドと連動しているんだわ。エスカラムへのダメージはエコー2
Keep seeing people pick up rocket launchers here, but I have no clue where they are.
エネルギーを送ってる。よし、中継装置を破壊して。
So yeah, we have to... These exposed cores will... Because Esherim will have a shield. Impenetrable shield. Controlled by something. So we just need to destroy the thingies and shoot him.
シールドが消えたわ。今よ。 次の中継装置も破壊して。
Then eventually, once we run out of shields, he'll start charging at us and swinging his hammer around.
これで最後。破壊して。
Which I don't know if it's a one-shot. Oops.
今ので全部よ。エコー216
I guess we'll never find out.
エスカラムはあな
I know in normal mode, it's a one-shot. If you get hit with his hammer.
たちを助けるから手伝って。
But now that is House of Reckoning. And I don't actually remember what the final level is called. It's like, I think it's Silent Auditorium. Which there is also an Out of Bounds that exists for it, but I also don't know how to do it. Expect that grunt to jump.
連絡するわ。
So we just have to clear the area. Push the button. My terrible aim is showing off. Well, I'm almost dead. Holy moly. I just looked at my health bar. Everything dead? Nope. There's a brute still alive. Oh, there's two of them. Now we can unlock the door. Power seat. This way. Luckily, just like in Halo 5, if you press down on the D-pad, the game practically just tells you where to go. So I don't really have an excuse to get lost here. Do go this way, apparently. The wrong way. So I don't remember what the name of the final boss is. Why we're in the Silent Auditorium. The Harbinger, apparently. I tried to get through there without killing that, or shooting that, hard light coil. I think we'll see later in the Harbinger fight what a hard light coil can do if it's shot. I guess I could just throw it. I threw the wrong one anyway. It practically just shoots a bunch of projectiles all over the arena. So if they hit you, they hurt. Now we have to wait for this cutscene. Not really cutscene, but wait for the bridge to spawn. Cortana's having a conversation with, I think it's Atriox actually, that she's having a conversation. Which, since we didn't watch the first cutscene, we don't really know who that is. Which is fine. Right. Okay. There's the, I think it said his name was Adjacent Resolution. He's a form of, I don't know if they're actually all called Guilty Sparks or if they're like, they're drones or sentinels or something. Well, the sentinels are something else, so I'm not sure. Oh, we just have to wait for him to open the door. Guess I'll do that. I have to put the weapon into another elevator. But I'll have to stay seated because it actually makes you take the weapon out. And I always forget to do that.
コントロールを奪われたらこのリングが宙に向けられた巨大な兵器失うものなど何もない私のせい
I guess I'll mention that the final boss fight is coming up shortly, so time would also be coming up shortly. To whoever is controlling the timer.
ねえ博士今はどうでもいいすべて後回しよこれが最優先事項よ彼には助けがいるわ私と彼女の
No, you just have to go through this long hallway and... Oh, okay. Delayed slide. Now we activate that and it starts the Harbinger fight. So the gimmick of the Harbinger fight is she'll spawn a bunch of enemies and you'll have to kill them and destroy the I don't know why. I think the weapon is actually like hacking the shields or something, so we just have to wait for that. And then killing the enemies is just the game's way of saying time's up. Yeah, we just do that and shoot the Harbinger. So that's pretty much just memorize where all the spawns are going to be, which I only memorized like the first one. Okay, never mind. I guess I memorized these ones as well. Not these ones, though. What just happened there? I'm assuming something from the hard light thing just hit me. It pretty much just sniped me from across the room. Because I highly doubt that something from the an actual enemy shot me, killed me like that. But I guess that there's my demonstration of the hard light shield, or the hard light thingy. But that was a pretty quick phase, so I didn't lose too much time for it. And this is the final phase, so time is coming up once the final hit is done. But once again, we have to wait for these spawns. I think there's one that spawns like under me. Oh boy, I just shot it. Watch my step. Oh, I missed. She's gonna spawn somewhere now. Oh, never mind. And time, whatever. Well, that's Halo Infinite.
誰と話しよ
Already the fastest main series Halo game. I guess I'll shout out the Halo Runs community for discovering everything in such a short period of time. It's they're at haloruns.com and they'll have a Discord linked if you wish to learn Halo Infinite or any other Halo main series game. And shouts to Darko_RTA because I shout him out at every marathon run I do. Oh, thank. This is fastest furs. That's what we're called apparently. Thanks for hosting this event and showcasing all these runs. 2021 was a good year for games.